Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Today we're going to be having a brilliant look at the market. We do have also one of the most regular guests on the stream that we have with Mr. Save with Crypto. And then, we'll just be having a good look, obviously, at anything else you guys want. And I am back for another day. Thank you very much for joining me again for another stream. It's great to see you all back in the stream. And my camera is just, there we go, back on motion now. I have to give it a wave so it does this. It should be following me. Yeah, there we go. But we do have Mike in the chat. Hello to you, Mike. Scotty, yes, mate. We have Raelian. We've got Saver Crypto saying thanks to, he's made it to 8K subs, which is great. We've got Crypto Nate. Hello to you, Sherry. And we do have James. Whoop, whoop. Make sure that you do get your comments, questions, and anything else like that into the chat. We've got Imi over on X saying, hey, hello to you. Thank you very much for joining. And do make sure you all drop a like on the stream and subscribe. If you are viewing on X and you've come from TMG's page, do make sure you drop the Stonksy profile a follow. And do go over to YouTube and subscribe. It'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. You got really, 10K next. That'd be big landmark for Saber Crypto. And we do have random Sparky Arc saying, hey, champ, hello to you, mate. You are the real champ. You are the real champ, that's for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to position my foot massager in a good place. There we go. That'll do. What do you think about ETH? Nothing happening much. I think it will have its day eventually. How much that will be, we'll have to wait and see. But I think at some point, you can only beat a dead horse for so long, can't you? GM to you, Jay. Hello, Foley in the chat. Wolf Boy says, when does Stonksy not launch? Is it completely integrated into BLOFIN? Do you mean the trading bot, the Stonksy bot? Very soon. It's being tested and stuff on BLOFIN. We just obviously have to make sure that it's all completely watertight and working and does what it says. But very, very soon. We have JC in here saying Sol season is here. Let's go. Yes, Solana looks like it might be going for another little retest of a breakout. We got Steve-O saying howdy, sir. Hello to you, Steve-O. And we do have Justin in the chat. Hello to you, mate. Thanks for joining. We will be having Justin on the stream on Monday as well, which you will get a very, very nice taster of some overall market analysis and how you read the market by Justin. If you didn't know much about trading, or maybe you're a new beginner, or maybe you've been in a few years, you will definitely learn a thing or two from Justin on Monday. So look forward to that. Stonksy bot, let's get hyped in the chat. What about World? We can have a look at World, Andrea. Can do that for you. XRP going down after ban. What's that about? I don't know what that means. What do you mean going down after ban? What ban? We do have Judd in the chat saying hi, Dave. Hello to you, Judd. Short everything. But be a good stream on Monday. But today we do have. Oh, sorry, I think I've forgot to unmute him as well. I do have him muted. So today, obviously, I do have a very special guest. Regular feature on the channel, and he does put together some fantastic videos as well. Mr. Save with Crypto, how are you, mate?
Hello there. I'm doing really well, thanks. Yeah, I've got some trades in the green, which always makes me happy, and it's all good. And thanks once again to everybody who subscribed to my channel last week. And it got me over 8,000 subscribers, which I've been trying to get there. I've been on like 7,000 something for over a year now, so it's taken me forever to get to 8K. So I'm really happy now. So I'm really great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fantastic, mate. I'm fantastic. Looking forward to today's stream. Did a mega long one yesterday, obviously, after that, after Cynthia Loomis tweeted. I stayed on in the end.
Yeah, I saw
about 3.5 hours. I was exhausted after it, but it was a good stream. it was good, and obviously we got some great volatility. So yeah, it was a good time. Everyone's giving you some love in the chat, mate.
Oh.
Everyone's giving you some love in the chat. But yeah, we'll have a great stream today. Obviously, it's always good to hear Saber Cryptos, what he's been up to, what his thoughts on the market and stuff like that. We do obviously have Bitcoin just above $105,000, not too far off, obviously, the all-time high. And yeah, we'll obviously look at, Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins. We'll have a look, see where the liquidity is, and anything else in between as well. So do make sure you drop a like on the stream, subscribe if you're not, or if you're on X, come over to the YouTube, subscribe. I believe I'm very close to 1.5K here. I'm on 1.49. So you lovely people that are viewing, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, go and hit subscribe, and let's see if we can hit 1.5K today, which we should be able to do pretty easily, if you would be so kind. But yeah, without further ado, we'll obviously take a look at what happened yesterday. It was a pretty wild ride, wasn't it? Let's turn it off for a second, just look at the price action. So yeah, I was obviously on stream. What am I on? I was thinking that looks like a lot of candles for the 1 hour chart, but it's the 15-minute chart. Yeah, I was obviously live on stream. Then we got this, candle with obviously US Open timed with Cynthia Loomis's tweet. Then obviously 10 a.m. come, nothing happened, no tweet, nothing. We crashed down. Then it got announced she's leading. I can't even remember what it's called. Anyway, then we pumped back up, then crashed down again late last night, and then yeah, we're back up. So pretty good amount of volatility on Bitcoin. Did you trade any of this, mate, or was you just watching?
No, I was well trading it. Again, I was just looking at the 1 hour on Bitcoin on the Stonksy. Mainly because there was one on Wednesday that wasn't actually that good. There was one where it actually went down about 1% when it was on green, which was a bit unusual. I've not seen it do anything like that for a long time.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, it's never happened twice in a row. So the next one, I thought, I'm going to trust this one. And it was a bit weird because the price went down a bit and then now it's up again. So I actually think it's a good time to be long, but that isn't financial advice.
Yeah, well, I do have some longs open over on BLOFIN.
And they're all green.
This is with the $1,000 stream account. So I've used just under half the margin. And yeah, the Jasmy trade's going well. Obviously, we plotted out Jasmy last week on stream, looking for that 0.25 level. So yeah, I pulled the trigger close to it, and yeah, we're up 33% up on that. Obviously, across $175 margin. So yeah, $60 in the bank there, which is good. And then yeah, obviously a slight bit up on whiff. And then I did open this Pepe one today as well, because Pepe's looking quite interesting, I think. That's more of a punt than anything else. But overall, yeah, I've up just over 7% on the total account across 2 days. So you can't complain, can you? You
can't, can you? I mean, I've actually got the money from the sale of my dad's house at the moment, and it's just sitting in my bank at the moment, and I'm really wondering what to do with it. I'm looking at savings accounts that pay like 5% a year. It's like I'm thinking I can do better than that. I'm sure I can do 5% in a day. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that. My temptation is to just trade the whole lot, but I'm not going to, because it's quite a lot of money. So yeah, I think I'll stick to the plan, and whatever that is. I don't know. I haven't got a plan, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there you go. What was I going to say? I was going to say something, and then I forgot. What was it all about? No, it's gone. Something to do. Oh yeah, your Pepe trade. What? Can you show us your chart on that and show us why you went into the Pepe?
Yeah. So really, all I'm trying to do is pretty much just try and front run a recapture of this level.
Okay.
So really, I'm looking for obviously this to be a bear trap, and then obviously it regains, SR, regain it as support, and then obviously rally to the upside. So I do have my stop place down here somewhere. Pretty much just if it enters new local lows.
Okay.
And pretty much, yeah, I'm just trying to front run the what could end up being a bear trap, and obviously just deviation out of this range that it created. And then that's it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else to it apart from just a punt on, trying to be early on it. Apart from that, I've got when you do these sorts of things, it's obviously good. You need to have your risk outlined and stuff like that. I do have my stop loss down there, so yeah, it's nothing more than just trying to punt the reversal on it, really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
So we'll see.
Awesome. Great. So I tell you what, this morning I heard that Femex exchange got hacked or something last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was a bit like shock horror. This has happened. I mean, the amount they were talking about was something like 70 million.
Oh, wow, I didn't know about
that. Which, to be honest, is that a lot for Femex? It's probably not, is it? I mean, it's going to hurt, but
yeah,
in the grand scheme. Anyway, so what I was looking at was their PT token, which is like their exchange token. I was thinking that, could I make some money with that? And unfortunately, by the time I'd sort of woken up properly, it had gone back up in value, but I was thinking those sort of things are always worth looking at, if you're awake. If you see something like a hack on an exchange, have a look at their exchange token and see if you can get it cheap, especially with something like Femex, where they're going to recover because it's huge, Anyway, there's a risk there with Femex. So what would you suggest, Dave?
I would suggest you all sign up to BLOFIN, where none of this shit happens. So you'll find that first link in the description, and I will put it in the chat now. And it is non-KYC as well. So I believe Femex is mandatory KYC now, isn't it? So yeah, if you're looking for non-KYC accounts, it is in the chat and in the description. You get yourself some nice sign-up bonuses too. But yeah, that was a nice little setup there, mate. You threw the ball up for me, didn't you? And I just went bang.
I did. I was thought, will he get it? Will he get it? There he is.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. But yeah, so obviously we'll have a look at memes today. There's some doing well and there's some doing not so well. Always good to look at memes. My favourite to trade at the moment. My favourite to trade. But yeah, obviously I'm meant to go on majors. So yeah, and then we'll pretty much look at whatever. It's a nice little chilled stream every time we do it, innit?
Yeah. So, whoever mentioned Ethereum earlier on, I am in a ETH trade as well, which is doing bloody great actually.
How are you? Oh well, I look forward to seeing that. Just comment on this. Look at these for the daily candles on SPX. 6,900. Pretty wild candles there, aren't they? There's obviously demand coming in down here. People trying to walk it down as well. Pretty strange looking daily candles, but there we go. Anyway, obviously, while you commented on that, do you want to share your screen?
I can do. Let me get the right one. What we're talking
we'll have
about?
A look at this ETH trade.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We'll continue to monitor mine as well. But remember, this is obviously using low margin, low leverage, only on 3x. I'm only on 3x leverage on a low stocked account as well. So, if you apply this, to your account, I put this in so yesterday is a little bit of interesting for everyone. So yesterday, I'll tell you exactly what time it was as well. So I put it yesterday at 9:30 in the morning, UTC time. I said, everyone take a look at Jasmine and Whiff, both at key spots. And I took 3x longs on the stream account. And there we go. So really, if I'd used the whole account on a Jasmine one, I'd be up $320 on that. But yeah, obviously, the power of being in the Stonksy community, isn't it?
Right.
So I will remove my screen and we'll have yours on there. Boom. There we go.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I've got this on a different monitor, this tab. So it's looking a bit long and thin. Is that all right?
Yes.
Can everyone see it okay?
Yeah, I can see it okay, yeah.
I'll have to sort of scroll up and down a little bit, maybe.
I think, let me see if I can pull it down on my end. No, I can't pull it down. I don't know why I can't pull it down anymore.
Okay, don't worry about it. What I'll do next time you take it back and I do it, I'll move it to my laptop instead, because that's
no, it's carry on anyway. I mean, it's pretty much on there, isn't it, mostly?
Yeah. So this is this is the Bitcoin one, and I kind of I kind of entered when it went. This is on BitGet, by the way, which is that a rude word here or not?
No, you're all right.
I have also got trades on BLOFIN. I'll show you that in a moment. But in fact, I'll show you the BLOFIN ones first. Yeah, the BLOFIN ones. Hang on. Share that tab. So these are ones on BLOFIN. So this was using. Hang on, was that? Yeah. So this one's using the. Going in when Stonksy said go long, really, and that's what I did. So my entry for Bitcoin was 103,930, which is pretty cool. So that one is that one's 14.67% in profit, and then the Ethereum one, my entry was 3308, and we're currently at 3395. So that's cool. So we're like 13.21% in profit. There's not much in this BLOFIN account though, so that's only like $26 and $29 in profit. So I've got my bigger one on my BitGet account. So I'll just go back to there. I must admit, the reason for this, the reason I've got that on BitGet and the other one on BLOFIN, is I do like on BitGet how you can trade the inverse perpetuals, so you can actually use Bitcoin as your asset and Ethereum as my asset. So I've got them assets and I'm trading them. Whereas on BLOFIN, you can only do USDT pairs at the moment. But I believe that will change in the future. I'm not sure. So this one's a bit more chunky, isn't it? Sort of this one here. I've got my Bitcoin one, $313 in profit, and the Ethereum. Ethereum one is what's that? 800. Not too far away.
600.
Yeah,
606.
Yeah, so that's quite nice. That's about $1,000 between them. And like I like to say, you could buy Stonksy for a year with that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll get you a year pass.
So there's that. Anyway, I did a video this morning. Talking about meme coins. Well, I was talking about Melania actually. And I haven't a clue if this thing's going to work out or not. Let's just put Stonksy on it. I mean, can you really use Stonksy on something that's only a week old? I don't know.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I was talking about this yesterday on stream. And right. I assumed that the tokenomics would have been the same as Trump, but someone on stream said no, it's not. Tokens on Melania start getting emissioned after a month. So there's on Trump, there's 3 months, isn't there? But Melania obviously only gets a month. So there's not really that much time for this to form a base, for a potential rally, back up, before we start having more and more supply coming. But potentially, is this the start of it? I mean, for me, it just I'm just not even going to try and trade it, because I just think it will just eventually, it will just, whether it gets a big spike or not, I think it will eventually just shit the bed constantly.
Oh yeah, completely. Yeah. I mean, what I was thinking, actually, Stonks is there on the 15 minutes, isn't it? So that's completely red. So I don't know. The only thing that made me think about this one was when I was looking at my EMAs that I always talk about, and it was on the 15 EMA, where the only time the yellow one is a 21 EMA and the green one is a 55 EMA, and they almost crossed over there on Tuesday. And then where are we? So today, I don't know, they're getting closer. No, they're not anymore.
Yeah.
I have got a little trade on with that, but that's That's currently about $40 down, so I think I might just give up on that. And,
to be honest, I think looking at it, like if you're gonna punt on it anywhere, this is the place to punt in it. I think if you're gonna try and long this thing back up, it's kind of like here or nowhere. Do you know what I mean? This is the point where it should be forming a base if it's going to go back up.
Yeah, I mean the only as I say, it's those moving averages that are like looking like they could just about, I don't know, 10 minutes. They could just about signify a possible change there. The fact that this low here is higher than that low there, that's a good sign, for a trend reversal.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, it's either now or never, isn't it? The only other way to trade this, I would say, is probably to think that, everyone is going to have their stop loss, round about sort of that level, aren't they? Sort of. So if you weren't in a Melania trade and you really thought it might work and it won't die, which I can't guarantee, obviously, it'd be good to have your entry where everyone else's stop loss is, isn't it?
Yeah, because if unless you put in, say, a low leverage one on and you just like, you're treating it as a gamble and you just like liquidation or glory, that is where you would have to have your stop down there somewhere, because it is just going to new lows in it. Like there's nothing below it. So
yeah, well, I have actually got a trade on another exchange that I won't mention. Oh yeah, I will actually. I'm actually going to mention it. I'm going to mention it because Jane's in the chat, Jane Tang, and she's from Bit Unix, and I've been trying that out, and it's a really nice exchange. And yeah, but of course Dave would rather you use BLOFIN, but I just use everything really. I just I like to evaluate each exchange for its own merits and stuff. Anyway. But yeah, the trade's on there, and I'm on 2x leverage. But even with 2x leverage, the liquidation price is down at like $1.50. So it's reasonably far away, but not that far. So that's on 2x leverage. And I've noticed that there've been some guys in my Telegram group who've been trying to trade Trump and this one.
Yeah.
And doing it on 5x leverage, and honestly, you cannot trade anything on 5x leverage if it's a token that moves thousands of percent in one day. It's just that is just insanity. So anyway, lesson to be learned there. That's probably something that a lot of people don't realize actually, is like, people say, oh, what leverage do you use? It does depend on the asset you're trading massively, so do bear that in mind. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so I'm actually trading the Melania thing on 2x leverage. Yeah, so if it comes down to 2.5, I'll be all right. But I don't know. Anyway, so there's that really.
I think it probably, if you are treating it as a gamble, like we said, this is probably the place where you punt in it and be like, I'm either going to get liquidated, or you might do like 2x of the margin in your trade. Do you know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? But you would be treating it as a gamble. It's a pure gamble because what is the pull on it? The pull on Trump is obvious, and it is Trump. Where, are you going to buy Melania to hold it? For what reason? Like, obviously, people will go and buy Trump because they like Trump, or, he can open his mouth at any time, can't he, and say something about it. Melania really hasn't got that pull. Unless they do something wild with it in like a joint sort of thing. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was all so weird last weekend, all that, wasn't it? It was, I actually thought, well, what the hell's going on? I mean, he comes out saying like he's he's going to be a crypto-friendly president, and he does it by launching a couple of shit coins.
Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, I would do the same, because he literally, the mistake that they made was launching Melania.
Yeah.
But, up until that point, he was literally just printing hundreds of millions, being able to sell as much as he wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was thinking that the way around that, couldn't he have done something like where, if he's made 80% of, if he owns 80% of the coins, and at one point, he just dumps it, he just sells it, and then adds that to the US Treasury and say, "There you go, I made some money." That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I don't know exactly how much they've sold, but obviously after the first day, I think they'd sold 500 million of it. So I assume that they're probably up towards $1 billion by now. So yeah, it's all fun and games, isn't it? We've got Crypto Bro saying ETH BTC looks very poorly. Yeah, I bet it does. We'll have a look at that. And Lee Scully is saying I got liquidated 3 times on 2x Lev on Trump. Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very volatile. Yeah, very volatile. Remember, you are trading a meme. Well, I mean, it is classified as a meme, innit? Like, I think regardless of what they come out and say, it does this, whatever, I think it will always be classed as a meme, won't it? I think so, anyway.
Who said Crypto Bro, ETH BTC looks very poorly? Why does that look poorly?
Let's have a look on so what's that on the 10 minute? Let's have a look on the daily or the 3-day, whatever.
Oh. Hang on. What does that look like? Actually, let's go. But let's go. So it looks like 4 hour. Because I've drawn that line in for a reason.
Yeah. The thing is, it keeps doing this though, doesn't it? It keeps getting to a point where it looks like it's going to bounce, and then it does just carry on going down. But at some point, I do believe that it will get a bounce. I mean, the thing is, if you go on the weekly chart, it's horrendous. The weekly chart is horrendous on it.
Oh yeah, it just goes down to zero, doesn't it? Yeah. No, you see, this is what I was looking at. So, I mean, I think this line's valid. So that's definite touch point there. That's a little fake out there. Definite touch points there and there and there. That to me is a valid trend line.
Yeah, and it will get a bounce, 100%. It will, and people won't be expecting it. People won't be expecting it because obviously, like, ETH has just been getting shit on it for so long. But at some point, it will get a bounce. It's not a shit coin that's just going to go away. Do you know what I mean? We are talking about the second largest crypto here. And it will get a bounce, and probably people won't believe it when it happens.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing I'm looking at. Is it looks like we've broken out a little bit from this already. Maybe that'll come back, retest there, and off we go.
Yeah,
that looks pretty good.
The thing is, as well, people should be rooting for it. Like, you should be rooting for ETH to get this bounce. Like, we want the bounce on ETH because it's good for altcoins. We want Solana to go up to $400 or $500. We want ETH to 2x from here. We want this because it'll be good for altcoins. But at some point, like if you go on a weekly chart, at some point there is exhaustion. There is exhaustion. It will stop going down eventually.
Yeah. I mean, it does look bloody awful, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously we haven't got the history to the left because I think that's BitGet, isn't it? But there is a case for that it's pretty much at a place where I would expect you'd expect it to bounce around here. I don't think it really goes that much lower, to be honest. I mean, could it drop another 10-20%? Yeah, it could. Of course it could. But I would probably be expecting a bounce, somewhere around this level, give or take 10-20%.
Yeah. I haven't looked at it like this. This is quite cool.
Yeah. It's come into quite a key level there. You know, what's it at? It's 2017, 2018 highs. No, 2016 highs there. But it's at pretty much, if you notice, if you zoom in, it's pretty much at the impulse from back in 2021, early 2021. It's right pretty much retesting that impulse move where it come up.
This one here.
Yeah, if you go up, yeah. So like pretty much when it just started to trend up non-stop week after week, it's pretty much back at that point. So that's, you know, that's probably a good marker for, okay, we are going to see some relief. We've got Justin saying, it's funny listening to people talk about Trump and Melania. I know, it's absolutely bonkers, isn't it? Imagine saying that 2 weeks ago. Dave, can I come back on stream in a few months and see if people have the same views? People have no idea. I assume you're talking about ETH there. Yeah, mate, you can come on the stream whenever you want. Of course you can. You can be a regular. Getting a nice a nice group of people that can come on the stream. Obviously, we've got yourself, Saber Crypto. We've got Wiz. Crypto Coffee Club's going to come back on when he has time as well. We've had Imagine Project on, who needs to come back on when he has time. We've obviously got Justin making his debut on Monday, so it'll be great.
Yeah.
We got Jane Tang. So is Jane? Do you know Jane Tang? Do you? Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Friend of mine.
Yeah. We got JC saying bullish on ETH, sleeping giant. Come on. Leverage does not matter if I cut. Okay. Yeah. If ETH doesn't gain against Bitcoin now, then alts drop another 20 to 30%. Alts just keep getting smashed, don't they? But I do expect probably. Like I say, these type of things happen when everyone least expects it. And I know that I think Vitalik was going back. Was Vitalik going back and forth with Coin Mamba or something the other day? I think because Coin Mamba keeps shitting on the ETH devs because there's obviously that kind of a whole thing going on with the Ethereum Foundation at the moment, isn't there? With people saying like, you know, it needs restructuring and stuff like that.
All right.
They just keep selling. And then Justin Sun put a post out saying, if I was in charge of the Ethereum Foundation, this is what I'd do to 2x the price and stuff like that. So there's big discussion about the Foundation and obviously how it's ran.
Yeah.
So these are the types of things that you would probably see at a point of, it's pretty much depression in it. Like it's depression on ETH. Like that's pretty much where we are emotionally. Which is obviously, you know, a good signal for, okay, we're probably due a turnaround soon.
Yeah. And, you know, what was I going to say? The whole Trump and Melania thing did make me actually think about the whole of altcoins. Actually, I was thinking, like, you know, all these things come out and they say, oh, it's got this utility, and you know, say something like VeChain. You know, I mean, VeChain was originally supposed to sort of be able to sort of track like food things through. No, was it? No, it wasn't just food, was it? It was basically
supply chain management, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. So the idea is, I think the example was given as, you know, I think at some point someone was putting concrete powder or cement powder in baby milk or something just to make it, you know, make it bigger.
Yeah.
And so the whole idea was to stop that sort of thing happening. So each ingredient would have some sort of record on the blockchain as it went along, you know. So, you know, everyone was thinking, oh, that's great. And then there was all these rumors. I mean, this is like 5 years ago. There's all these rumors that Walmart are gonna use this technology, and of course they'll use VeChain. So VeChain went up loads in value. You know, back like 4 years ago or whatever. I mean, like massively. And then now, if you look at their website, it's nothing to do with that. It's like, you know, it's the usual kind of, you know, altcoin type stuff where you read it and you think, okay, that's good. What the hell was that about?
Yeah.
and
it's the same as obviously when we got that big, you know, the big AI boom. You know, you had all these Dino coins just rebranding to AI and just being like, oh, we're AI now, and then suddenly, they've just completely thrown everything out the water, going, right, we're AI, and then just getting these mega pumps on the chart.
Yeah, and if you listen to I quite like Tom Crown's live streams. He does them on like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I think. And Tom quite often says that, you know, all this AI stuff. He said, like, why does it actually need a coin? You know, what's the point of it? You know, and like, surely that's just people jumping on the bandwagon, you know, and just saying, okay, we're now an AI coin, and that's really trendy, you know, and consequently the price goes up. And the whole thing is, it got me thinking about altcoins, and I was thinking, like, does it really matter if they've got a utility or not? Because people are just going to buy and sell them and create a market anyway, aren't they? I mean, there's only a few that people actually use on a regular basis. So, you know, you've got things like Solana because, well, basically because people can make more shit coins using Solana. And then you've got like Bitcoin, obviously. But Ethereum obviously gets used a lot with, you know, dexes and things like that. What else have you got? And then you've got, you know, the payment ones, like you've got the Borg on Swissborg or CRO on crypto.com, where it gives you extra perks and stuff, you know. And then beyond that, I mean, you know, is anyone actually using any altcoins, actually using them with their utility? You know, I mean, for example, I've got some Immutable X. I haven't a bloody clue what it does.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are like that, innit? A lot of them are just vaporware, aren't they? I think that's why the market likes memes so much, because it's just like there's no bullshit with them, is there? It's like,
no,
this is funny, or this is like like it's just vibes, or it's just community and stuff like that. You know, there's no bullets going, well, you can do this with this, and you can do that with that, and it does this and it does that. There's none of that.
Yeah, and it's no surprise when they do go to zero.
Yeah. So we've asked someone's asking us to look at World, so LWD. If we could pull that chart up, that'd be great. We got Lee saying XCN. Yeah, it's gone absolutely nutty on it. We'll have a look at that later on. We got Wiz in the chat as well saying, Dave and Save with Crypto. Afternoon, let's go. Afternoon to you, mate. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, we've got people saying, Marco saying, just bought ETH with my Bitcoin, done my bit. Fair enough. A lot of it is still so conceptual. At conferences, hearing people say farmers are going on the blockchain, where years and years of stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, what is the point in that? You've got to ask yourself, at some point there's a boundary, and then it's like, are we just doing this for the sake of it, or is this actually going to like make some things better? Trump proves utility is a myth. The best projects are DeFi stuff which generates revenue, says Wiz, and only one coin has proven use case Bitcoin. I mean, the thing is, a lot of them do. Like, I mean, you know, you need ETH obviously to pay gas. You need Solana to pay gas. But you know, you could always make the argument, couldn't you, saying, well, could these coins not just be stripped back and replaced with stable coin, and just use that as the gas, and then it's literally just always. I mean, it's priced in dollars anyway, isn't it? So yeah, you know, there is you've always got arguments for or against.
Okay, this one's WLD. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, World. Yeah.
Okay.
This is World coin. This
is the one where it scans your eyeball or something.
This is, yes, with the what are they called now? The orbs, the eyeball stealers.
So this one, right? I'm just thinking about utility, right? So this one, the utility was you got this free if you dox yourself, yeah?
Yeah. So there was asking people to scan. So you had to go up to these orbs and you scan your iris, and let them pretty much just scan your iris, and then your eyes, obviously, then they know it's you.
So is there any point in holding the stuff though?
I have no idea. It pumps mad once it moves. It's a very, very volatile coin once it moves. Let's have a look on go on say like the daily chart or something. Let's see the daily chart.
Yeah, I was just looking here, by the way, just to see how well it behaved on the hourly chart. The Stonksy is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I looked at.
So what I was going to say at the moment, if you wanted to rely on the volatility of it, I like to sort of set an order of where Stonksy went from red to green, so something like that, like 2.196, which is not far from where we are at the moment, is it? But anyway, that's so what did you say, daily?
Yeah, the daily chart. Let's have a look at the daily. Just a little update. I've just closed my Jasmy long. So that came at plus 65 USDT and just under 37% on the trade. So I'm going to drop that in the CSE Discord now. CSE, the Stonksy Discord. Justin, I've just seen your message. I'll get you back in today, mate. Where is this? Let me drop this. So yeah, if anyone is obviously looking to join Stonksy, you do get full indicator access. You'll get access to the bot once we release that in the very near future, and then obviously access to the Discord as well. So yeah.
So I guess this was when all the eyeball scanning was going on, like a year ago, was it?
Let's see. That was, I think that was just when altcoin started running, after Bitcoin broke its all-time high and then started consolidating.
Oh, okay. So that went up 400% then. That's
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like a bad chart from where it's at, does it? It's just consolidating back at the lows. I suspect it will get a similar move at some point. There's a lot of money behind it.
Yeah. But why would you want to hold it apart from
make money on it? That's literally that's why we all hold any crypto in it. Apart from that,
yeah, this is the point I was trying to make. You see, I was like, the utility of these things is just like nonsense, isn't it? It's like,
I don't actually know what it does. I have no idea what that does. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you can long it or short it or do whatever and make money off it, so that's what we all want, isn't it?
Yeah. Me personally, I wouldn't have a clue what that's going to do next. Really. I mean,
I would say if there is downside, there's probably minimal downside to it.
Yeah, it looks. I don't know.
On a high time frame, I would probably be saying. I mean, where did it go to most recently? Where was them lows of most recent there?
How do you mean? What here?
No, like literally like the most recent price action.
Those.
Where were them lows? Like 180, something like that. So it's really only got this. So it's got like what potential, like what 20% more downside before it hits its local lows. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 20%. Yeah, I mean, if you're treating it as a high time frame setup, if you do 2x leverage, you give yourself 50% room, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? But I think, I think probably high time frame, probably a decent one.
So the eyeball scanning must have been right at the start, mustn't it? Sort of.
Yeah. I don't know when. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when the eyeball scanning started. But I think this also, I think it kind of played into the AI play as well, because Sam Altman is an investor in it. So I think it sort of gets dragged along as well with any sort of AI narrative.
Okay. I'll just have a look in the comments, see what we got.
We've got Lee saying, I'm long on Say from 35 cents. We looked at Say yesterday. Opinion on Ada, says Marino. Wiz and Lee have given two quite strong opinions. We got Sean saying, when Lambo. Good question. And we've got Justin saying, world has tested the lows, in my opinion. It should be up. I would like to, say that it'd probably be up aggressively as well. But Ada's held up quite well, to be fair, hasn't it? Considering, granted, it did get a lot of shit, But in terms of a lot of what a lot of altcoins have done recently, it has held up pretty well. To be fair, from its November run,
Yeah.
It's still up. Where did it rally from? Like 30 cents, something like that. Still up, probably about 3. Yeah, about 3. It's still up about 3x. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, where it goes for me, we did look at Ada once on stream, and it's got a job to do on it if it's going to get back to its all-time high. It's got a job on it, and but we did look at the possible extension of it, and I think the extension come out at I think it was like $4.80 or something like that.
Oh, okay. But the fib extension thing, yeah, but I don't know. In a way, I kind of feel that these sort of like bigger ones are the ones that are going to suffer more, aren't they? Because they've all tried to be something better than Ethereum or something better than Bitcoin or something, and they're clearly not.
Yeah.
So this one's been around for years, and it's got its fans, it's got its holders, but what's next? I don't know.
That's it.
But I must admit, I know nothing about Cardano. Let's have a look with the have a look on the 1 hour with the Stonksy. Okay. Oops. Oh, what have I done there? Hang on.
Oh, I don't know what you've done. What have you done?
I went to do it Control R and I did something weird instead. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just going to refresh the page and see what happens. I think I've got 2 indicators that conflict with each other or something. I'm not sure. Right. So Cardano. No, that's World. What we're talking about, Cardano. USD Binance. Okay, that's where we are. 1 hour time frame, and put Stonksy back on. Right. So it is green at the moment, isn't it? Oh, it's actually at $1. Don't coins do weird things when they're at $1?
I don't know. Is that like a thing? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it. Just it's one of those psychological things, isn't it? So Stonksy did well because that went green at 98 cents, and we're up to $1 now. Oh, what next?
Someone is asking for SLF and 10.
Okay, but what I was going to say before we leave Cardano is if that ends up being anything like this one,
yeah,
that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be that'd be a nice call for sure.
Yeah, and looking at this, Stonksy looks pretty good on the 1 hour, doesn't it, with Cardano?
Yeah, I mean the good thing with it is it's sort of just been trading a range too, Anna. It's just been range trading. So yeah, it's been hitting them ups and downs.
Yeah, you could.
Stonksy.
Yeah, I mean, you could just sort of spot trade it between there and there, and
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I just don't know enough about it. I don't know what stage they're at with anything, or I don't know anything about the fundamentals of it. So we're on Slurf. What is it? What's that? SLF?
SLF, yeah.
Oops, what did I do there?
Formerly front.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, never knew. Right. So I suppose the question is that going to bounce, isn't it? I suppose. don't know. What do you reckon, Dave?
I think it's a good one, isn't it? It's a good one for riding them volatile moves. So I mean, it looks like it's trying to reclaim at the moment, isn't it? As you know, you can see where we put that November low in, and that got retested again this month, dropped back below, and then it looks like it's finding resistance there. So I suppose if it regains that, then yeah, it's probably all guns blazing in it for a proper bounce.
Yeah, the fact that that was a lower low, lower than that low last November, that would worry me slightly.
Yeah, I think if it deviates though, if it deviates and then obviously reclaims that level where we can see it's pretty clear cut in it between them two lows and then where it's dropped below now. I think I tell you what has took a beating today, and I think there's been some bad news about it. Is DOP? I think it got delisted from Binance, Bybit.
Bybit, yeah, I did notice that. I've not been. Well, I did try and trade it weeks ago, but I logged into my Bybit account this morning. Yeah, that's the first thing it said was DOP one's going to be delisted. Close your positions.
Yeah.
Who are we feeling slightly sorry for at the moment because of this?
Oh, apparently it's getting delisted on BLOFIN as well.
Right. And who's got most of this?
I don't know. I know TMG bought a significant amount. I don't know where he bought or if he still holds it or what.
I don't know. He bought loads of it, didn't he?
I've no idea. I've no idea where he's up to with it. I haven't heard him mention it in a while. Yeah. So I assume probably he'll give his thoughts on it. Yeah. Given I think what exchanges is it left on now after this? It was on BLOFIN, Bybit, and then I think there was another one that when you typed it in.
It was actually on BitGet as well.
Was it? So maybe BitGet, unless it's being delisted on BitGet as well. I think if it gets delisted on BitGet, then that is probably game, set, and match for it, innit? You can't buy a coin if you can't buy it anywhere. So that might be one of the biggest heists that we've ever seen by the DOP team, because they raised 160 million, and it looks like they're not really doing anything about it.
That's not there on BitGet.
Wiz says, think Mexi are delisting it too. KuCoin. It's on KuCoin or KuCoin delisting it as well. Lee. But yeah, I don't hold any of it. Luckily I'll tell you when I did have the one on the stream account, which is lucky I closed that really, but I think I closed that ages ago. I think I closed it on like Christmas Eve or something. Obviously it was only a small position. Let me go and find it. If I can pull it up, I'd have to go on. It's not view all. I'm sure I closed it on about Christmas Eve. I can't remember. Anyway, it was before Christmas. But yeah, I was hoping that I was going to hold it for a swing long, and then I just closed everything out, before Christmas, so I could relax. And then obviously when we come back at the start of January, it wasn't looking too healthy. So I haven't really touched it since. Have you been trading it much?
No, I tried to initially when TMG mentioned it, and I don't know. I lost interest in it straight away. To be honest, what I'd heard was that was something that Alex Faisal from Swissborg, apparently he said something that the actual team is a complete mess and they're like really disorganized, which surprised me because apparently the DOP team have been present at all these kind of like crypto events all around the world.
I think they've all, like from the pictures I've seen, it looked like they'd spent quite a bit. Well, no wonder they raised so much money. But like on the stand and everything, it looked quite good and stuff like that. But you know, God, I mean, you never know what's going on inside these projects, do you?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, well, it's almost a plus for the meme coins where they haven't got to spend like loads of money. All they've got to do is just do something on TikTok.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
And you know, because I believe that what was it called? Data something protocol.
Data ownership protocol. It was called.
Right.
Well, it still is called.
Yeah. So that's all about the kind of thing about like owning your identity on the blockchain, or I don't know, something like that. It's something that I've seen tried before as well. There was a project called Ethereum on the Multiverse X blockchain. They tried to do that as well, and it like, you know, to be honest, I used to watch like AMAs with the guys and stuff, and I just thinking like, you know, I'm reasonably tech savvy and reasonably crypto informed, and I just thought I haven't got a clue what they're talking about, you know, and I have no idea how this is going to work in the real world, you know. So with things like that, you've got a problem with explaining to people who maybe are new to crypto what your product's all about and why they should use it. And you know, it just I don't know. I'm starting to doubt everything about altcoins where they sort of claim to have some utility when, you know, I think it's probably utility that nobody will ever use, you know.
Yeah. And to be honest, I've put most of my focus into memes the past like 2 months.
Right.
Pretty much when they started to get the downtrend around like sort of Christmas time, I started really looking, you know, to put some effort into them. I just think they're just the easiest play, aren't they, this cycle? So that's what I've been focusing mostly on. We've got JC saying, can we get a look at Victoria VR? So the ticker on that is just VR.
VR.
Can do that for you, mate. Aman says there's nothing on KuCoin regarding the delisting, so it looks like it's going to stay on KuCoin for the meantime. Slick Honeybun, very nice name, says, how does one make a meme coin if they want to grow it organically? It's tough, innit? It's tough because you can obviously make the ones where they spike, you know, if you get it right and time it right on the right thing. To keep it going is you need to have some decent people around you. So, you know, obviously the first one, you know, that comes to mind is obviously Soul Season with Wiz and JC. You know, they launched, it went to close to 1 million. It's come back down, had some nice consolidation. But, you know, some great people around them, helping them out, you know, supporting it. I'm a supporter of Soul Season. So you need to have, you know, you can't do it on your own, is pretty much what I'm saying. You need to have a good support network around you who are going to back it with you and obviously help you out.
So what's the best community to join, Dave?
CSC Plus. Is that where we're leading with that? You can find a link to that and a discount code in the description. CSC Plus, you get access to the Discord server where, I mean, there's pretty much meme coin discussion going on all day, every day, I think. But yeah, you get that for just £20 a month. So 80% off, £20 a month. There you go.
Anyway, Victoria VR, what the bloody hell is this?
Wow, look at that. That was a crazy spike.
Okay. I don't know what to say. Let's have a look at it on the 1 hour with Stonksy. It's dead.
I think if you go, let's have a look at this on the weekly chart or the daily chart.
Well, right, daily.
Let's have a look at this on the.
Well, that's a daily chart.
It did get a good run up, didn't it? It did get a good run up in November.
Oh.
Again, now is this just going to roll over and go back towards its lows potentially. Bloody hell.
Oh my God! Hang on, it's like the Burj Khalifa.
Oh wow! It was the never-ending chart then.
Right. Well, okay. So I guess.
Let me guess. I'm gonna say like 99.7 or something like that.
So that launched at the start of the last bear market, and it's down.
Oh, I was close.
Well, I don't know. It's a matter of where you put it. Yes, it's down 98%.
Dead.
Yeah. Well, it's dead unless they're doing something or someone's reviving the project. I guess it's VR, virtual reality. Is that?
Yeah.
It's probably.
I have no idea. I would imagine. Yeah, it must be, mustn't it? Yeah, we got some shouts for Soul Season and XCN is the next one we'll have a look at. XCN, I think that's it's Ox something, or it's the one that's gone up massively anyway. We're saying my main short-term play crypto wise is ARK. Chart looks beautiful, so we'll have that up next as well afterwards. What are people's thoughts on Link and Swissborg? Link will probably do, will do well alongside the market. It's not very often that Link goes out on its own, but obviously once Ethereum starts performing, and obviously if we get another leg up on Bitcoin, I would expect Link to do well. Yeah. But Jay's actually said something quite wild. He said, "Believe it or not, I'm in profit on VR." Sir, round of applause to you. You are a survivor. You are a survivor. So well done. I don't know what you're going to do with that, but hopefully it's the red button.
If you can ride it all the way back up to its all-time high, can we all come and stay on your island?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, the guy obviously a Swissborg. I have no idea. I don't hold any Borg.
Oh, I have.
So yeah, well maybe you could give your opinion on Borg.
I think it's amazing.
There we go.
Swissborg are an interesting company, and I really like them because I went to see them at one of their annual general meetings in Lausanne in Switzerland, and I met Cyrus, Alex, Anthony, the French guy, and a gorgeous Australian girl called Jackie. Got on really well with her, and she gave me a T-shirt. And they're all like really, really nice people, and that shouldn't make you buy the coin. But honestly, their number one priority is security of your funds. And that's why they haven't got any crazy APRs or anything like that on their yields. They did things like where they were having problems with the UK regulations, and so they temporarily just suspended various actions you could do in the UK. So, for example, you couldn't have yield on your stable coins, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone was thinking, "Oh my God, is that the end of Swissborg?" And because I kind of know them a bit better than just being a regular client, I kind of said, "Is everything all right?" sort of thing. And they said, "Yeah, we just want to do it properly." And so, a couple of weeks' time, they said, "Yeah, we've sorted it. It's good. UK's back on." And it's perfectly legal, happy, compliant in the UK. Now, even weirder, they did a thing where they said, "We think we want to delist from central exchanges," and the initial reaction was like, "Oh my God, you're mad," But then Cyrus, the co-founder of it, he's got a video on YouTube where he talks about why they want to delist Swissborg from central exchanges, and his arguments are really good actually. And so what they did then, they had it as a vote, so anyone holding the Borg token could vote, and the vote was something like, it was about 59% to delist it, and I indeed myself did vote to delist it as well, because after watching Cyrus's YouTube video, I thought, that is the right thing to do. And consequently, since then, the price has gone up like quite a lot, and it's amazing. And if you watch any of the videos with Cyrus in, he says that people are saying to him all the time, we have no idea why your token is so cheap. It shouldn't be that value.
Yeah,
I think it's got enormous upwards potential, and I've got about 95,000 Borg, and I do want to have 100,000, but so I might get a few more. But it's one of the altcoins that I'm probably going to hold through the next bear market because I do think it's really good. And yeah, I don't know. Do research it. Get the app.
Yeah, that's interesting because I was wondering why it was only listed on Swissborg.
Yeah.
But obviously, now I know why. I was thinking that.
I
just need to go to the toilet and I need to grab a drink. So I forgot to bring a drink up with me. After that, I'm going to tell you something interesting that happened to me regarding a centralized exchange this week. That's something that's never happened before. Right. Until then, I'll leave you all in the safe, culpable hands of Sabre Crypto, and I'll be back in a second.
Anyway, I'll just finish my Swissborg rant. But yeah, so I really like the team, and I think they're really good. I use the app for when I occasionally buy some crypto. I will do it on Swissborg. And yet again, if you buy USDT on Swissborg, the disadvantage is you can't send it to another place via something like Arbitrum One. You've only got the Ethereum thing, and you're thinking, okay, well, why is that? Because that's going to cost me like, a couple of dollars rather than sort of 20 cents. And the reason for that is they say, well, we don't trust any other chain, but we trust the Ethereum chain, so that's what we use. And everything they do is based around security of your funds. Another thing that happened to me a few years ago was I sent some Bitcoin to the wrong address. I sent it to an old address that they had emailed me and said, like, we don't use this address anymore. And for some reason, I'd kept it as one of my whitelisted addresses in my Bybit account, and I sent them some Bitcoin, and it never arrived. And it took them a while. And they said, actually, it's a bit more tricky than we thought to retrieve this. But it took a while. It took about 3 months, and they did retrieve it. And at the time, it wasn't an enormous amount, but it was actually 0.1 of a Bitcoin. So obviously now that is a massive amount, isn't it? So they did that, and that was brilliant. And Switzerland itself is like a really weird country where they do things like the government say, oh, actually, we want to increase income tax because we think that would be better for the country. And they let the people vote on it, and people go, yeah, good idea. I mean, I can't think of any other country in the world where people would vote for an increase on income tax. Anyway, right, that's the end of Swissborg. So I think Swissborg and the Borg token is really cool. Have a quick look at it, actually. So I'm a bit passionate about Swissborg, actually, because I like, I've met them, and I like them, and I trust them, and they're good. I mean, their token did suffer really badly a few years ago. You can see here I think it was over $1. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So it's been up to like 170, and it's now at $34. And that to me, that is not a dead project, is it? That's something that's suffered because of the bear market, because of the market conditions. But it looks to me like it's recovering nicely. And yeah, I think this is a good coin to have. Let's have a look at Stonksy on the 1 hour, and I will get back to the comments in a moment.
Oh, I'm back.
Are you? So I'm still rabbiting about Swissborg, actually.
You know what? I need to. I haven't used Swissborg in ages because they wanted me to redo my proof of funds, and I couldn't be bothered. So I haven't been able to use Swissborg in ages because they won't accept any deposits or anything from me.
that
I
proof
need
of,
to redo it. I just couldn't be bothered doing it, so I've lost sort of all use for it at the moment, and I need to sort of go.
did you look at that thing at all?
What thing?
The thing to prove your proof of funds or whatever.
Did I look at it?
Yeah, because all it was about like 4 questions that you just
Oh, they
answered.
wanted me to. This is a while ago. They wanted me to send some stuff in.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. But getting on to obviously what happened to me the other day. So this was this week. I sent some USDC into Coinbase, and I got a little notification saying you need to confirm your deposit to release the USDC. So I thought, okay, what's this? So I went on, and it come up. Obviously, confirm the deposit. So I said, okay. And the first question was, who sent it in? So obviously, I think it had you or it had someone else or something. So I obviously clicked me. And then, oh no, it wasn't. It was, the first question was, where did it come from? So software wallet or another exchange. So I obviously clicked software wallet. And then it said, is this your software wallet? So I clicked yes. So a bit strange. So yeah, for those people that might use Coinbase, if you have been doing something that you shouldn't be doing with a couple of wallets, make sure that you're using a fresh wallet to send it in. Otherwise, obviously, then when you click yes, that's my wallet, they then know that wallet is yours. They can link that to other wallets. Who knows what they might be doing with the FCA and HMRC and stuff like that. So just be a bit careful.
So have you done like UK KYC with Coinbase or?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's just a bit. It was just a bit weird. But yeah, I need to get back on Swissborg as well. I need to sort it out.
Yeah, I was just looking at the chart of Borg actually, and yeah.
So what's Xborg then?
Oh, Xborg is some sort of gaming type token or something.
Right. Okay.
It's not actually Borg, because Borg used to be called CHSB, and now it's called Borg. But Xborg is it's some sort of gaming token. It's not Borg.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, that's a good reminder. I'm going to get some more Borg because it's cool. And if you've got some of it, and you can get one of their community tiers, then you get cheaper fees on buying crypto and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So it's all good, really. Right, I completely ignored the chat.
Yeah, we do have some people asking some questions. People saying they use Swissborg. Sherry's saying they got the same question on Coinbase. Wiz says Coinbase is I've never had an issue with Coinbase. You know, I've used Coinbase for about 5 years now. And honestly, I've never had one issue with them. Never. Never had anything go on in my account that was annoying. Nothing. If anything, I've had more issues with Swissborg than Swissborg is great, but I've had more issues with them than Coinbase. Coinbase, I made my account it was 5 years ago or just about 4.5 years ago. And since then, they've never bothered me once. Apart from that thing that I had to fill out the other day, never bothered me once. Never had to redo my proof of funds. Nothing. We got Sean saying I can't see. It's not DOT. It's DOP. DOP. Data Ownership Protocol, not DOT. DOT's not being delisted anywhere. I'm banned from them, and they have an ETH which I can't get back. Well, yeah, I would be pretty pissed as well. I use Coinbase from 20. Well, I use it as an on and off ramp at the moment because they have something called Coinbase Pro, which means you pay £20 a month for Coinbase Pro. I don't know if you know about this, Save a Crypto or not. You pay £20 a month for Coinbase Pro, and you get £10,000 worth of swaps. You know, buying and selling, swapping, whatever, without the Coinbase fee. So the only thing you pay is spread fees.
Right.
So pretty much, you get 10, you can do 10k of volume and just pay spread fees, no Coinbase fee, so you don't pay any exchange fee. And then you do get other stuff like you get 24/7 priority customer service. There's a few other things as well. It's quite decent, to be fair.
Yeah, I've got a mate who uses Coinbase, and he's a guy who knows nothing about crypto, but all he does is when it's a red day, and the market's bad, he kind of buys some Bitcoin, and then when it's a green day, he fills his car up with diesel.
Yeah.
With the Coinbase card, he spends his Bitcoin that way. So he literally just buys it one day, sells it another day, and fills his car up with it. And he's well happy because he keeps saying, "Well, I make like 5 or 10%."
Yeah.
Which is not that much, is it? It can't be that much. It must be like 1% or something. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, keeps him happy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
super. I think, what was there someone else asking? Oh, someone wants us to have a look at something called Plume.
Plume.
Never heard of it, but we'll have a look.
La plume de ma tante. Okay. So, is that it?
I'm guessing that's it at the top there.
So has it only been around for like 4 days?
It looks like it. I'm just typing out a message. Sorry.
I can tell.
Oh, okay. So it's coming to retest that consolidation zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. I don't know. What is it? Is it a meme coin? Is it? Whenever anyone asks something now and I don't know what it is, I just go, "Is it a meme coin?" But I mean, really, like that is coming into quite a key level, and it's going in there quite fast as well. I'll be honest, I have no idea what to say apart from, like Wiz has said in the chat, you really need to hold that level, but where it's obviously found demand previously at the bottom of that consolidation zone there. Pretty much exactly where Sacred Crypto had that had the thingy on then. But yeah, it needs to hold really the bottom of there.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is, so I can't really give you much insight because there's not really even any price action to go off. Just it really needs to hold the bottom there around that 0.08 level.
Yeah, for a coin that's 4 days old,
yeah, I have no idea.
It's not. I mean, Stonksy won't tell you anything on that because it's just, there's no history,
Yeah. Someone is asking. So Wiz is asking for ARK.
Oh yeah.
ARK.
AR. Oh, ARK. Okay.
ARK. Yeah. ARK.
So presumably that's that, isn't it? Oh yeah.
Let's see what's going on.
So that goes back to. Is this a new one?
ARK. No, ARK is. It must have got listed on Binance this month, but I think ARK's been around for a while.
Was it?
Well, Lee's just said Bitcoin strategic reserve confirmed. Is that right? Let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart. Is that right?
I tell you what about all this, is quite often people are just picking up on bits of news that aren't actually proper yet,
Yeah, I don't think that's not a reaction to that, is it? I can't see. Where have you seen that, Lee? I think we would have got more of a reaction by now, wouldn't we, than that? I assume, anyway. I think we would have most certainly got more of a reaction, wouldn't we? I do not know. It's not anywhere on my Twitter timeline, so
I mean, you have things like this, ordinal news breaking. President Donald Trump signs executive order to develop a new strategic stockpile of Bitcoin for the United States of America. That isn't true, is it?
Yeah, that came out yesterday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we know that's true?
He did sign it yesterday.
Okay. So it's what? Why did so the price did do something? I suppose. What time did he sign it? Like later on.
It was some point last night. Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't really explain why the price hasn't done that much since yesterday afternoon.
Volatility yesterday was brought around Cynthia Loomis's tweets. That was the volatility.
Yeah,
I don't think we really got much of a reaction after he signed that, to be honest. I remember seeing the announcement yesterday, and I looked at the chart and I thought, oh, I think it got like maybe one hourly candle, and that was it. It wasn't that Mullins. It wasn't that the rally up yesterday at US Open and back down was Cynthia Loomis's. So you have to go that one, the senator one there. Go on the senator account there.
Yeah.
That one. So if you click on her account,
yeah.
Yeah. So what she tweeted yesterday, go down a bit more. So this was the reason why we rallied so much into US Open yesterday. A bit more down.
Hang on a sec. Right. So nothing about actual Bitcoin, though, is there?
Yeah, she says on there she's going to try and push through a strategic reserve. Bit further down.
Right. I told you this was the year for Bitcoin, and okay, that's good.
Yeah, a bit further down. Carry on going a little bit. I'll show you exactly where it was. Bit further down. Carry on going. Bloody hell, it's far down. Far down. Bloody hell. But further down, I think it's below this tweet here. It's below this tweet. Yeah, but one below. Yeah, right. Yeah, the big things are coming. So she tweeted that, obviously, and it had the Bitcoin B as well. And then obviously said, stay tuned for 10 a.m. So if we go to the Bitcoin chart now, I'll show you exactly what happened. So if you go to the Bitcoin 1 hour chart. So when she tweeted, big things are coming, we got that big, massive candle there yesterday at 2:00 because obviously everyone thought a strategic reserve or, something along them lines. Then when 10 o'clock come and there was no announcement, that's why we got that big dump. So you see that big wick on that candle there. That's what caused that. So we had the big spike up based off a tweet. And then when 10 o'clock come, everyone was waiting for announcement. No announcement. Crashed back down. Went back up. And then obviously that candle there to your right, the one that's got the big, long upper wick.
I just want to...
Yeah, that was when the news come of Trump signing the order for this reserve thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It says he can't create one through executive order. So I believe what he probably could do is use an executive order to at least put the 200,000 Bitcoin that the US holds into it. So that would probably be a start. So we wouldn't have to spend any money or raise money or anything for that. The US holds 200,000 Bitcoin from seed. from seized Bitcoin. So he could put that in if he wanted to straight away, because obviously that's not spending any money or anything, is it? It's basically just removing it from any possible sell. I think we're likely to see that anyway. But yeah, in terms of, say, if the US wanted to buy more Bitcoin or whatever they want to put in this digital asset reserve, then yeah, they'd obviously have to do it the proper way.
Oh, sorry, I'll look at that in a moment. So how morally okay would it be for someone like Trump to sort of I don't know, for somebody in high up in government to do a massive Bitcoin long and then say to Cynthia, you couldn't just tweet this for me, could you?
Yeah.
And then you've got 100x long on BLOFIN, and there you go. And there you quadruple your money straight away, don't you?
Yeah.
But if you want to withdraw more than 2 million a day from BLOFIN, you will have to do KYC.
Yeah, that's it.
Mr. Trump.
Yeah. Which says, most of it sits in court cases. They do have some that they can do whatever they want with. So I think there's 80,000 of it they can do what they want with. 80,000 Bitcoin. That's the Bitcoin that got passed for that they could sell it. So obviously he can cancel that sell order if he wanted. He could obviously say, no, we're not. What's that noise?
It's an alert from trading.
Oh, is that the output? I wondered what that was. So he could order, just under half of it not to be sold. And then the remaining like 120,000, would have to wait until they have full control over it.
Okay. That alert there, that's an alert from TradingView when my yellow and green
right, okay,
EMAs cross over bearish on Bitcoin. So there might be an opportunity to maybe get into a long position in Bitcoin fairly soon. Maybe, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Where are we on Bitcoin? Let's see. 105.
Well, still green on Stonksy. It's still really high. I mean, I still can't believe the price we're at now.
Yeah.
I mean, it only seems like a few weeks ago since I was driving to Wales just before Christmas, and I was listening to TMG on his like 12-hour stream when it was trying to get over 100k and it didn't quite do it, And I was thinking it's never going to get there, And it's just an everyday occurrence now, isn't it? Oh yeah, we're over 100k, not just 100 but 105.
It is pretty wild, isn't it? There's still obviously as well just real high emotion in the market, and it only drops a couple of K and everyone's like, it's over. When really all it's doing is what it's done for the most part of the past year, which is just consolidate. Pretty much for the near enough minus 2, 3, 4 months. All of 2024 was consolidation.
Sometimes I do get a bit annoyed these days. Well, not annoyed, but it's a bit irritating how much it moves on news and how much we're relying on news. And I think I don't know. I think that's why we had that Stonksy one that wasn't very good a few days ago, because obviously Stonksy doesn't know about the news, and it kind of it's throwing the price around so much. I mean, to me, it's making it a little bit difficult to trade, to be honest. But nevertheless, when you do get the pumps, it's great. But I've certainly gone from high leverage trades to sort of really quite low ones now. So there's that really. I'm gonna have to disappear for about 10-15 minutes and then I can come back. Is that all right, Dave?
That's more than fine, mate. Yeah, like I said, if you want to just stay in the studio and I'll just mute you and I'll remove your screen for you.
So you're gonna okay.
Yeah, just drop in the chat, just say I'm back and I'll just unmute you.
Okay, cool.
Right. So you're all left with me again now. So yeah, here we are. We'll wait for Saber Crypto to come back. In the meantime, let's go and have a look at where the liquidity is. We haven't looked at liquidity so far today. Let's go symbol. So 24-hour liquidity. We do have a bunch up at 106,500 pretty much. So a little bit of a pump away. Pretty much off this. So right here. That was obviously the news of when Trump signed that order yesterday, or whatever it is that he signed. Pretty much there. So we'll label that as obviously the liquidity. When we checked yesterday, there was big liquidity up here. Let's see. 3-day. Yeah, there's decent liquidity up here, same as yesterday. But yeah, most of it is up on that spike that we had yesterday. So I suppose we'll watch out for that being taken today. Let's have a look on the weekly chart. Yeah, that got heavily shorted yesterday, and as you can see, the liquidity is there's a bit of a void here, to be honest. But down towards 100. We do have a nice little chunk here down towards 104, but really the liquidity is to the upside now, up towards the all-time high. That's where the liquidity is really building. I mean, if we go, say, let's have a look at the month, see how much it's starting to build to the upside. Yeah, as you can see, it's starting to build. A lot of it came in, obviously, on the pump up there. But as you can see, yeah, the real big high time frame chunk of liquidity is up at all-time high. Let's see if we can take it up towards, if it will go towards 120. Maybe it won't. No, it won't. But yeah, I imagine that it's starting to build above as well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, the big chunk of liquidity is most certainly to the upside. Dave, why are you covered up like that? Well, I mean, the honest answer is I don't want to dox myself to thousands of people. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I don't want to dox myself to thousands of people. I don't know, I don't know if you would want to or not, but I like to live a nice, quiet life. And the last thing I would want is some proper weird nutter seeing me about somewhere when I'm with my family. And yeah, that's the last thing that I would want. Things that have happened to Jordan are really bad because obviously, he's had his, he's been front and center, Annie, for years. And he's had some terrible things happen to him because of obviously he's out there. And I do not want the same or even any sort of, smaller thing happening to me. So yeah, I refuse to put my face out there because I don't want thousands of people knowing that I broadcast on Stonksy every single day. And that's pretty much it. I don't think, I think a lot of people, if they was in my situation, it seems, like a good idea and stuff like that. But really, the world that we live in now, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to just put yourself out there on a crypto show and just say, yeah, this is me. Because we do have some very, very strange people in this world, especially in the UK as well now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why. It's all right if you're in, say if you live in Dubai or something, you're fine, aren't you? Because there's a severe penalty for committing any sort of crime there. Is Spud buggered then? Not really, no, because he spends a lot of his time away from the UK. I don't know. I mean, you don't know. I suppose I suppose there's always a risk, isn't there? There is probably a risk. There's always a risk if you're putting your face out there, and you're known in the crypto world. I suppose there is a risk if the wrong people ever see you and they know who you are. Hopefully that never happens. But undoubtedly there is a risk. Of course there is, yeah. And I refuse to take that risk. So yeah, that's pretty much why. Hello, Quote. How are you doing? Great to see you. But yeah, we do have US Open in 20 minutes, so we'll enjoy watching that. And in the meantime, let me know what you'd like me to look at. I did close out, so this is on the stream account. I'll show you. I did close out the Jasmine long so that gained 6.5% profit on the overall account, and then obviously on the trade 36. So you can take that and then obviously apply it to if we was using a larger account or whatever. But yeah, not bad for a day. And then we do still have these trades open as well. So, that's up 10%. So, you can just apply it, can't you? To if you had, how much margin you would have in a trade and stuff like that. That's what we could have got. And yeah, the whiff and the Jasmine positions, I did say yesterday at 9:30 in the morning that I was taking positions on whiff and Jasmine. So hopefully if you're in the Stonksy Discord, you followed them, and that would have paid for, obviously depending on what size you were trading with, your monthly plan or your annual plan or whatever, you would have got some nice chunk of change back from that. Saving Crypto is back and you're unmuted, mate.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to see a man about some picnic chairs.
We've got is that right? Yeah. Brilliant. We've got Reggie saying OM. Yeah, we'll have a look at Mantra in a second. And we've got Quote saying, I am stuck in Melania, mate. Oh, Quote, why have you been trading that? Go on, give us the bad news. I've got ICT. Dave, I might have something that can make Stonksy a whole better by providing more opportunities. What is it? Can you give me at least a rough outline? Let's have a look at Melania. Not Melania, bloody hell. What was it? OM. Let's see, OM. Let's see. Is it still in that range? Oh yeah, it's still in that range. Yeah. I mean, there's not really much to it, is there? I still had. I mean, this is the last time that we looked at OM, and it's still pretty much the same from what I was looking at. We'll get rid of that one. But yeah, this is what kind of I was looking at, and it's still in the same. I mean, that's been ranging now for 2 months. It's interesting, isn't it? This still applies. We break above the range. You go to obviously new highs. You break below the range, and we start coming to look at filling some of this inefficiency and that got left behind on the fast move up. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else to OM unless you could be slapping it in this range. You could be trading it from support to resistance back down again. But apart from that, there's not really much to say about OM. What do you think, mate?
Sorry, I was looking at Melania. OM,
what the coin or
both? No. Yeah, I'm stuck in her as well. Yeah, so it's a range, as you say. It does it like it could be a massive great Bart Simpson, though, doesn't it? But that's always the worry with these things. But
I mean, when we're looking at this looks like distribution because it's done such a rally. But given that it's of its strength, so if we go to the weekly chart, you can see the rally that it's done. From say the start of last year, it to the high it did. What's that? 114x. And then to where it is now, it's still sat at an 89x from literally a year ago. So, how much gas is left in the tank? You just never know with something like this, because I think this has got quite a good backing as well. I think there's a lot of Middle Eastern money in it. But you know, after that sort of move, this sort of range that we're getting is this distribution potentially.
Okay. Oh, Mantra, isn't it?
OM, yeah. OM's the ticker, but yeah, Mantra is the name of it. James says there are worse places for you to be stuck into than Melania. Yeah. Do you think it will go to 0? I don't think it will go to 0, not yet anyway. But I've said it all week. I would not be trading it. We looked at it at the start of the stream. I'll pull it back up again. But it's sort of at a place where if it's going to bounce, it probably needs to be from here. If I go down to the 1 hour chart, I can't remember what the hell was I drawing with this? Let me zoom back out. I think I was drawing obviously for if it was just going to get absolutely crushed. I think yesterday I was looking at it, but the saving grace for it is, it looks like, let me clear all this shit off. It looks like, now this is held very loosely, but this could be a bottoming phase. It could be. Not saying that it is. It needs to hold, obviously, the lows first. But it could be. Now, you know, this could go on for, you know, a few more days, whatever, a week, something like that. But then, obviously, if it breaks out, I think it probably goes back up towards $5, and then I think it's done from there. And then it'll probably come back down. It gets more tokens released inside a month. Now, that probably gives it enough time to build this base, accumulate a 2x up towards here, and then drop back down. But whether we get that, I don't know. I mean, it is in a decent risk-reward place, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think that's all I'm looking at, really, is, you know, like $5 at the most, you know.
Do you think Trump will let his wife fall? Doesn't matter, mate. Honestly, that you should never attach that type of stuff to a chart. You should just focus on the chart. Relying on Trump to not let the coin fail, it's useless. You just want to focus on what the chart's telling you, not what Trump might do or how they might keep it up or whatever. Just focus on what the chart's telling you. If you start hanging on to stuff like that, then you're basically just praying, aren't you? Please, Trump, do something. Don't let it fail. Focus on what the chart's telling you, and that's all you can do. Yeah. Ryuk says, did you take a long on whiff? I did take a long on whiff, yeah. Oh, no, quote. I entered at $10. I don't know what to say.
Entered what? Melania?
Yeah. I don't know, mate. Oh, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know.
You don't know what to say politely.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to do a 4x from here to get back to your entry. And then as more tokens being released inside a month, I don't know. Unfortunately, mate, I don't know what to say.
The problem with these things is that the market cap is so huge already. Yeah. You know, there's not that much room to sort of to increase, is there really?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, well, I suppose you live and learn, don't you? How does today's PMI news affect crypto? What time is that out? Let me go on to FX Street. Let's have a look. 28 minutes, so 3 o'clock. We might see a bit of volatility, yeah. We might see a bit of volatility.
So what sort of bell are you going to get for the 2:30 thing? You're going to get like a physical big brass bell to ring?
I want one of them ones, yeah. Da-ding, 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 da-ding.
Like a town crier one?
I don't know. Well, what sort of bell did he use at the on the stock market? What sort of bell is it? What did he do?
Oh, it's a big one. It's a great big brass bell. You're not going to get one of those. Well, not
Now, maybe I could get a small brass bell. I could get a small brass one, couldn't I?
Yeah. Oddly enough, I've got a mate who's actually rung it. He snuck in there one day and had a ring of it.
No way, really?
Yeah, that's one of his
That's
claims. One of his claims to fame. Claims to fame. There you go.
ITT says, by the way, can we discuss what happened to Luna USD? Shit went from like $120. Yeah, so basically what happened with that was, I'll show you on the chart. Luna, it's not what's it? Loon C, innit? Loon C now. Now it's called Loon C. Luna Classic. So, God, do you remember this, mate? Do you remember when this happened?
I do actually. But wasn't this all to do with that? There was a stable coin, wasn't there, called something like UST? Was it?
Yeah. Is the Luna? Does that have the historical price?
Probably.
Oh, it does, yeah. Right. So what happened is, because I remember this very, very well. So what happened was, Luna was an ecosystem, Terra Luna, and basically what it had a two-way mechanism. So Luna was obviously the coin of the blockchain, a native token, and then it had a stable coin called UST. Now UST, because Luna got so much attention on it, UST was offering 20% APY. So it grew massively. The market cap of it went to tens of billions on UST because everyone was obviously getting this this 20%. Now what happened was, now I don't know what's happened since because I've never really kept up with the story, but the rumor was that someone basically tested the strength of the mechanism. So when one UST was created, one Luna would be burned, and it was like a two-way mechanism. So it was hand in hand, and basically what happened was, I think someone just dumped a massive amount of UST on the market one day and depegged it. And then this is obviously, so if I pull up UST, it is fascinating, this, to be fair. There'll be a documentary on it eventually. There's not really that many places that still offer it. So if we go on this, let's go to the weekly chart because I can't bother scaling all the way back down. Where is it? Here it is. So yeah, so it started to fall anyway. And then, so what was happening is because UST was depegging, more Luna was getting minted to try and restore the peg, which then obviously diluted the supply of Luna. So then the price of Luna started crashing, and then UST carried on depegging, which then obviously everyone then started dumping the UST, which then started depegging it more. But what they should have done was, so they should have just shut off the network and tried to come to a resolution, but they just left it going because Do Kwon thought, so Do Kwon was the CEO of Terraform Labs, who was behind the Terra Luna ecosystem. So when we got this, it obviously depegged massively, and there was just obviously mass hysteria in the market because there's billions of dollars being wiped off people's holdings. And then obviously with the Luna, there was just endless amounts of Luna being created and minted to try and restore the peg, which obviously wasn't restoring the peg because everyone was dumping the UST. And then basically it was just like a crumble. So because there was so much Luna being minted, the price kept falling and falling and falling. And the total number of Luna went from there was 250 million in circulation because obviously it was a tight peg. So that's why Luna went up so much, because people were buying loads of UST, which then made Luna more valuable. So then, where was I up to then? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. So then, yeah, it just pretty much just ended up crumbling. But the total circulation of Luna went from like 250 million tokens to like 10 trillion within the space of a couple of days, because there was more and more being minted to try and restore the peg. Which then, obviously, like as USDT kept crumbling, it was minting more and more Luna. They didn't turn it off. And then, yeah, that's just why it just diluted the full way down. And then, obviously, yeah, this happened as it just all collapsed. So, yeah, I suppose there you go.
That was quite a good little summary there, Dave. Well done.
What's happened to my camera? But this happened the other day.
The camera's all right, but at one point it like really zoomed in on you.
Is it still zoomed in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me fix that. It did this randomly yesterday as well.
You could almost ID you by your eyeballs.
Well, it's a good job I didn't do that world coin, innit? Otherwise, they'd be on to me. Let me just turn my camera back on. And then, yeah, we'll carry on, obviously, then looking at the market and stuff. But, yeah, very interesting topic it is. And, yeah, there'll definitely be a documentary on it one day. Because it is fascinating, obviously, on... The thing with it is Luna, UST is what's called an algorithmic stablecoin. USDC and USDT are not algorithmic stablecoins. They are minted and burned based on supply and demand. So, you know, someone puts money into Circle, you know, actual fiat money, then they can obviously mint USDC. If you have USDC and you have an account on Circle, you can then deposit that into Circle, burn the USDC, and then get dollars back. Whereas, obviously, the algorithm behind UST was the counterweight between that and and Luna. And then, obviously, you know, he backed UST as well as, you know, supposedly, you know, Luna, and then obviously stable coins. Also, it was backed by like 80,000 Bitcoin, which as the peg, so as UST was falling off, they sold 80,000 Bitcoin, which is what sent it down from 40K down towards 32, because they were selling it and they'd rinsed the whole lot within about 3 or 4 days. As this was falling off, they'd sold 80,000 Bitcoin, which then obviously then cascaded the price in Bitcoin. So yeah, very interesting topic.
Yeah, that idea of the algorithmic stablecoin, I was trying to understand that once, and someone explained it to me in the way that if you've got a commodity, say you've got like Bitcoin, right? If you were to go like long and short at the same time, with the same amount on the same leverage, then whatever happened, the price would stay the same, wouldn't it? You know, what your account would be worth.
Yeah.
But that's based on the dollar. So if the dollar kind of went, hang on, which way is it now? So if the dollar changed radically in value, then that's only going to work to a certain point. If the dollar becomes not worth it, or if the dollar becomes worth too much, then the other side of it dies, doesn't it? That's kind of what happened, wasn't it? That sort of thing. That's the idea behind an algorithmic stablecoin.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Tron do a good one. USDD.
All right.
That's an algorithmic stablecoin, and I think that has depegged in the past by a couple of cents. But they've always fixed it, and obviously it's Justin Sun, so he's got pretty much unlimited funds. But yeah, Tron have an algorithmic stablecoin, but I think that's really the only other one. I think I can't think of any more. I don't know.
Yeah.
ICT says, "Damn, you're a good teacher. Please never teach again. You're cheeky. Why do you seem so nervous when you explain something?" I was trying to think about things that happened 2 years ago. It's not really a topic that's, you know, readily discussed now. I can't remember the last time I spoke about Luna and UST. Richard Griffin says, "Dave, can you translate a candle that has a large wick up with a small body and a large wick down?" Yeah, it's called a high wave candle. High wave candle. In candlestick charting, it typically can suggest a trend reversal, so a reversal of a move in candlestick theory. High wave candle. So it's not a spinning top, and it's not a doji. It's a high wave candle. Two big wicks, obviously either side.
Why is that different? Why is that different to a doji?
Because a doji has pretty much no body, does it?
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
A doji has pretty much no body. Where a high wave candle still has a body, but it's small. And I don't think a doji really. I don't know if you can classify doji as a doji. If it's got massive wicks, maybe that would fall into the high wave candle bracket as well. But I don't really do much on candlestick theory anymore. I did do loads on it years ago. Have you ever really looked into it?
The only ones I really like are the hammer candles. Like, when you get like
yeah.
I really like them for like looking at bottoms, so to speak.
Bet you do, yeah.
So when you've got the the body of a hammer candle and you've got a wick up sort of thing. If you see one of those on like a daily or weekly chart, it's normally a really good sign that it's a bottom.
Well, I'll tell you what this looks like. So this is the daily chart on WIF. This looks like a bullish checkmate. So if we go on to images and we go bullish checkmate pattern, there we go. This looks like bullish checkmate on WIF, I think. I was looking at it before. If you look at that there, and we look at WIF on the daily, we've had obviously the drop down. Then we've had daily consolidation here, which is obviously this bit. And it's at daily support as well, historical daily support. I think we probably would see. I'm looking at anyway, because it's come down and tested it again in the past few days. I'm looking at a big, I think I'm going to hold this WIF long, to be honest. In decent profits on it as well, 10% now on the margin in the trade. So I'm going to hold it, I think, up towards these levels, 1.8, 1.9. But we do have US Open. Apologies, I was messing around.
Ding.
Go on, do the bell, mate. Go on, do the bell.
Ding dong.
Ding a ding a ding a ding, ding 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 ding, and we are getting a drop down on Bitcoin straight away. I need a drink. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, it feels good to take that balaclava down as well. Oh, bandana.
I don't think I could do that. I think I've got like sensory issues or something.
Well, while you was gone, someone was asking me. They said, "Why are you covering yourself up?" So I said, I don't just want to dox myself to thousands of people, who then all know my face and know who I am.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, once somebody knows who you are, then that's it for life, isn't it?
That's it. Once your face is out there for life. Yeah, exactly.
And the thing about the crypto sort of thing is a lot of us have self-custody wallets where you've probably got your wallet in your house somewhere, or you might have your seed phrase in your house somewhere, and it's quite feasible someone could turn up at your doorstep with a gun, and say,
oh yeah. I mean some pretty bad things have happened to Jordan. Do you know what I mean? You don't want it's not a joke. Oh, we are getting a big drop on Bitcoin into the open. But yeah, can you put US S&P up for open? Sorry, mate, I've only just seen that. Yeah, I'll do that for you now. Let's have here we go. Where is it?
And the other thing about that is, I'm a single parent living with my daughters, and it's like, I don't really want them involved with anything either. So that's why I'm anonymous.
Yeah, that's it. Mullins is being a very cheeky man, saying, "I'm superly saving your eyes." You cheeky man. I know you are. Yeah, Justin does know who I am. I have met Justin in person. I've had the pleasure. I'm going to be meeting him again soon as well. you'll end up like the Ledger guy being kidnapped and having your fingers chopped up. Yeah, I don't want that. I like my fingers. Dave, why not get a fake ZZ Top beard so you can still drink? Well, I was thinking I could just get a straw, couldn't I? I was thinking this as I was sat here. Then I could just get a straw and just stick it under the bandana. But I like pulling it down and having a drink because then it gives me a breather. Do you know what I mean? It gives me a breather because, you know, sitting here for 2.5 hours with it on does tend to get a bit hot under there. So it gives me a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like having a beard stuck on you.
What's a fake ZZ Top?
You know ZZ Top, like the band? Or do you not?
No.
ZZ Top were a band, are a band from Texas, and like 3 blokes, and 2 of them had like massive, great beards, you know.
Yeah.
Like really long ones, you know. Although one of them's dead now. Dusty, what's his name? Dusty Gibbons, I think his name was.
All right, let's have a look at this.
Oddly enough, they had a drummer who was called Frank Beard who didn't have a beard.
Is this it? This the guy? Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That don't look comfy to me.
And that guy with no beard, he's called Frank Beard.
All right. Okay. That looks more uncomfy than just wearing this bandana, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I believe didn't the US didn't the S&P 500 get its highest daily close yesterday or something like that?
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh no! Or was it the inauguration day? I can't remember that.
Whoa! Look at that. You seen that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be the 6th straight up candle. I find it weird calling it green candles when they're orange. But you know what I mean. Yeah, pretty mad. I suspect we have a couple of red candles eventually on that. It's crazy, isn't it?
I didn't realize.
Yeah, we've got downwards impulse move, and then it looks like we're getting a reversal now. How are your trades doing, mate? Are they still?
I'm just having a little look, actually. I think they're all right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, because I'm using multiple exchanges. It doesn't have to slow your browser down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. My Bitcoin one on the BitGet, that's still $200 in profit, and the Ethereum one is still 550. Oh, 600 in profit. That's all right. Cool.
Awesome. Richard says, can you take a look at XCN? Yeah, again. Oh, again. Again. Yeah, I can do that for you, Richard, of course. Is it on here? There it is. Right. So XCN has just had a mega move on it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much to say apart from it looks good. There's nothing really much to the upside, is there, until it gets into sort of this level here. This is on the weekly chart anyway. You know, obviously there's this here where it had a bit of consolidation. But apart from that, it was pretty much just down only. So I would say potentially that is the next sticking point for it, unless there's something on the daily. Let's have a look at the daily. Obviously, Stonksy caught a nice push up on it. Obviously, we had the background go green here in November, but then we did also get the bullish confirmation come in January, which then it's moved up even higher since then. Let's go and have a look. There's nothing really you can do something with like this, is there? When it's just moved up like that and it's not really anywhere. There's literally nothing. I mean, there's a little bit here, but that not really consolidation. That was it. That was just like slower down.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were accumulating the lows, you know, your quid's in. Well done.
Just noticed Bitcoin's going back up again.
We got Math saying, got a feeling Bitcoin is going to rocket today and over the weekend. Oh, that would be good. Help. What do you need help with, Richard? That's a bit worrying that you're just typing in help. Are you okay? Same as Melania. Yeah, that's what's in store for Melania here, quote. So this is where Melania is at the moment, and there's still all this to come. Sorry. But that's true. This is where Melania is at the moment, and then you've still got to look forward to all this. Let's go and have a look at Bitcoin.
Yeah, just had a nice little pump actually.
Oh yes, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Did you watch my video on Metis that I put up on the Stonksy channel?
I did, yeah. Was that the one where you made 35% or something? Or?
Yeah, well, I've been making one as well on these trades that I've had open. So I filmed part 1 yesterday, part 2 this morning, and then after the stream, I'll film the last part where I can go on and say, look, I've just closed out Jasmine on stream. So yeah, I've started the way that you do your videos is really good, you know, with how you sort of open a trade, say why, and then you go and revisit it a couple of times. Yeah. I really like that sort of strategy that you have. So I thought I'll try it with the Metis one, and obviously it wasn't a very long video, but I thought I'd try it. Obviously, you know, doing sort of your sort of style to get some content together, and it's worked well so far. It's I do like it.
Yeah, the only problem with that is sometimes, I mean, I started doing one last weekend with I think it was Ethereum, I think, and it was all looking really good, and then the Melania the Melania coin came out and took all the liquidity out of everything, and it kind of you know, I was thinking, well, that's not a realistic sort of thing that happens every day, so it's not really showing Stonksy. I mean, Stonksy didn't go wrong. It's just that my decision to enter at that point wasn't the best thing, you know. And I thought, okay, that's not. So it's kind of weird because obviously the way I try and do it, as you can imagine, is like, you know, you set up a trade, and then you record that bit, and then you see what's going to happen. Yeah, you know, to make it realistic, as if that's what you're thinking and all that sort of thing. But then sometimes something comes along where you think, yeah, actually, that's not going to be brilliant. So then you have to start again, and it makes it all a bit time consuming, which is why I've been a bit low in the output of my videos recently, because the news has just been throwing the market around so much. Yeah, makes sense. We are getting a nice push up on Bitcoin now. So really good. It's standard that, in it, you know, dump on US Open and then rip it up. We've seen that a few times recently, haven't we? Yeah, it's almost becoming reliable.
Yeah, or pump on US Open and then dump. You know, that was seen yesterday. But yeah, it's really pushing up now.
So what is the all-time high? Was it 100?
I've got it marked on up here. Hang on. This is on the index, so the all-time high was 109,354. Maybe it'd probably be a bit different if you're looking at an exchange chart, but just under 110 pretty much.
Okay.
But yeah, we are making a move towards 106 now. Yeah, what a reversal that is.
Yeah, I wonder if that was news driven. Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. The WIFs one looking all right. We're up 10% now on that, and Pepe's looking okay. We're up 7%. So I think between them two, I've pretty much probably got my my day out paid for tomorrow now. Between all them trades.
Okay.
Do you know what? Speaking on this, because obviously I know you've mentioned it a few times. This is nothing to do with crypto, but my gas bill. Oh my god, my gas bill was enormous for October, November, December. No, sorry, the November, half of October, November, December, and then half of January. My God, it was £600. Just my gas. How much was yours?
Um,
Oh, well, you've paid yours, haven't you?
yeah, I what, 600 quid for how long?
Well, 3 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's about the same. Yeah,
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy, isn't it?
I know. And I've only got like it's a little 3-bedroom house. And,
Yeah, well, that's not even including electric either. That's just gas.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that was because my older daughter was at home at Christmas, and so the heating was on a bit more, and I think she had quite a few baths, I think.
Yeah, well, I literally, like, for pretty much the whole of December, I think my heating was pretty much on 24 hours a day, like,
How was it?
because it was so cold, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I don't have it on at night though. I kind of
We've got Justin saying I won't even tell you my gas bill, Dave. Oh, come on, you've got to go on.
yeah. Can everybody just share their gas bill?
Yeah, everyone share the gas bills in the chat. This is what we've come to now. But we are watching a nice Bitcoin pump, to be fair. But we do have, if you notice, we are making our way towards this level of liquidity that I outlined before. Go on, Justin. Let me know. Let us know your gas bill. Go on. Is it gas and lecky, or just your gas? Let us know. Solana's making its way up there, isn't it? Had a nice indication on Stonksy. I'm going to use that on the Twitter actually this afternoon. But yeah, Solana's all-time high was where 296-ish. Let's mark it on. So we're still a bit of a way away. But it is making its way up there, and it would be, obviously, unless Bitcoin completely shits the bed, this would be Solana's highest daily close ever, potentially, as long as Bitcoin behaves. Obviously, I don't know what it was in 2021, but we did close at 261 here. I don't know what it closed at in 2021, but this will be Solana's highest daily close ever. So that's something interesting to bear in mind.
This is looking really nice.
Yeah, and ETH obviously is. I think this must be a key region. I don't know. I've got this box here, so I'm guessing maybe. But yeah, I mean, good for PMI. Oh yeah, we missed that, didn't we? 50.1. Sherry say my gas bill is about the same, about 600. If we break 107,250, we will smash through to and past all-time high. You heard it here first. There we go. So James is giving the intel there. Gas alone was 180 for September to today. That's good. That is so good. From September to today. That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
That's good. I've got a mate who sets his central heating on 9 centigrade.
Wow.
And he wonders why you can't pot a bird, So
Yeah. Electric was £1,000 plus. I think no, you must have this the wrong way round. Surely, gas is more expensive than electric. He's got to have that the wrong way round, Danny. Surely.
It depends how you. Well,
I suppose it depends what you're doing. If you got a load of Bitcoin miners or something, my electric is about 60 quid a month. Yeah. Oh, he's got an electric car. Well, there you go. But you've saved yourself loads of petrol, haven't you? You've saved yourself loads of petrol.
Electric car, growing weed in your loft, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All that good stuff. Having a Bitcoin miner. Really guzzling the power grid, aren't you?
I'm going to
share something the other day saying that the UK might run out of electricity. Probably just scaremongering shite in it, but wouldn't surprise me anymore. Nothing surprises me with this country anymore.
I did wonder, when I left France in 2022, and I lived in the Alps in a ski resort, right? And there was loads of lakes for hydroelectric power around, and the last few years I was there, the level was always really down. you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say, no, it's global warming and all that sort of stuff. And I was thinking, well, that's not the case, because there's been absolutely tons of snow this winter.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, I wonder if it's everyone with like electric cars and stuff, sort of like obviously using much more electric, sort of.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got to come
Yeah.
from somewhere, and most of the electric in that area is hydroelectric. So it did make me wonder, actually, you know, if everyone starts using electric cars, then you know, it's got to come from somewhere, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, it's all right saving the petrol and diesel in it, but then, you know, when more people want to charge the electric cars. So Reggie, I want to know what electric car do you have? And yeah, everyone's loving the fact you said that Reggie's got a cannabis farm.
He's probably got a Renault Twizy.
And Richard is saying that he loves the streams. Yeah, it's been a good stream, this, hasn't it?
It has. I'm gonna have to go in a minute now because I've got to get my daughter from school.
No worries, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it. And we'll be back to Wednesdays next week if you want.
Yep. All good.
But let's find out what electric car Reggie's got, to see how much he's guzzling the grid. What you guzzling it for? Let's see. I'm waiting for Justin to let us know his gas and lecky bill. I want to know. It's not that it would bother him. He'd probably make that in 5 minutes on a Monday morning trading the market. But I'll be interested to know, seeing as he said it now.
It's a Kona.
Whenever I supercharge. Oh, so we got a Mr. Tesla in the chat. I thank all of the children down the lithium mines whilst eating a Big Mac. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a Hyundai Kona.
Justin saying he said it twice. I've not seen it. It's not come through.
I'm going to have to go, so I'm just going to say goodbye to everyone, and thank you very much for coming along. Do remember to subscribe to this channel as well as mine, and I'll see you all next Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That I think I forgot to say it. Everyone who's watching the stream, whether you're watching on YouTube or X, do make sure you click the links in the YouTube description to go and follow Save with Crypto on both platforms, or just type in his name, Save with Crypto. But Justin, it's not coming through for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, big thank you to Save with Crypto. And there we go. I've muted you, mate, so you're all good. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, do make sure you go and show him some go and show him some love over on YouTube and on X. And we will be seeing him back on the channel on Wednesday. But yeah, Justin, I don't know why it's not coming through, mate. I have no idea why it's not coming through. Richard says he's got a i3 BMW and Tesla Y Performance, thanks to TMG Cores last bull. Oh wow, got some nice cars then. Let's go bullish on Dave and Justin. Yeah, Justin's going to be coming onto the stream on Monday, so we're going to be having lots and lots of fun on Monday. We'll be getting some. Make sure you set it in whatever you're doing. 2K. Bloody hell, that's come through now. Jesus Christ, that is a lot, isn't it? That is a 2K a month. Wow, that is expensive. But like I said before, nothing that Justin probably don't make 5 minutes on a Monday morning trading the markets. But yeah, on Monday we will be having a fantastic stream with Justin. So do make sure, no matter what you're doing, make sure that you're around, make time, because he will be giving what I would consider a masterclass on how to read the market for, you know, current price action, potentially where we might go, and just overall, if you want to up your knowledge across, you know, reading price action levels, looking at high time frame structures, make sure that you do make time to join the stream on Monday. JC hates electric cars and wants a big turbo engine. You've got an M4, haven't you, mate? I think I remember you saying, is it an M4? Make sure you catch that. He is superb. Definitely one of the best traders that I know, hands down. Alongside another legend called Block Pro, the two best traders that I know. So yeah, you will find incredible value coming over to the stream on Monday. A group of 4 Minecraft kids stole over $246 million. Wow, when was this? It's all lies. Nothing. It's the truth. It's the truth. GC Revs in McDonald's car parks in the evening. Does he? Yeah. JC is going to find himself some chicks in the McDonald's car park. Pulls up next to the Fiat 500s in his M4. Gives them the look. Revs his engine. Pulls his window down and goes, "I'm a meme coin dev, me, you know." And that's it. Without any questions asked, they get out of the Fiat 500 and get in his M4. And then that's it. That's how you do it. So all you need is an M4. You need to be a successful meme coin dev. And you need to have a local McDonald's. And then that's it. All you do there on a Friday evening, you drive there, pull up next to a Fiat 500, rev the engine, put the window down, look at them, and just say, "I'm a meme coin dev, me." And then there you go. And that's how you get all the chicks on a Friday night at McDonald's. There you go. What is this? I know, mate. I can't believe it just blew your strategy out to everyone like that in public. Everyone's going to be trying it. 246 million worth of Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at 22k. Imagine that money now. Well, it's simple maths, really, isn't it? It's nearly 5 times as much. So probably just shy of around 1.25 billion. Meme coin dev is a new investment. That's it. You don't need to be, going into London on a train wearing a suit and having a briefcase. Don't need that anymore. All you have to do is have a laptop and be at home, sat at your desk. I just park at McDonald's and pull out my fibs. Mate, RN, no one wants to see that. You should keep that to yourself. I need more Bitcoin, don't we all? Don't we all? But yeah. That's it, really, isn't there? There's not really much more. I don't think there's really much more for today. Now, all you need is Soul Season. What's your favourite type of chicken? Just nice flavour. Nice flavour. As long as it's got nice flavour. Do you know what I do hate? It's when places do fried chicken and they don't put spices into the flour. So when they just do egg wash, plain flour into the fryer, and then that's it. You should be spicing up the flour, making it nice and spiced. Not actual spice. We don't want any spice in our flour. We want spices. End of cycle. I'm opening my own beach club. Hopefully, mate. Yeah. Here we go. Let's put Wiz on the spot. Wiz. So, say for instance, now I've got a gun to your head, right? I've got a gun to your head, Wiz, and you've got to estimate the top, the peak market cap of Soul Season by this cycle. Now, the catch is you have to get within 30%, otherwise it's pew pew. So drop it in the chat what it is. Let's put Wiz in the hot seat. Soul Season market cap peak for this cycle, and you've got to get within 30%. So you can't be saying 100 million if you don't believe it. Otherwise, it's pew pew, lights out. Drop it in the chat. Everyone's waiting eagerly now. Will be the Wayne Lineker of crypto. Unreal scenes. Mate, imagine you're owning a beach club and then you just come out in the morning and you've just dressed as your wizard. You just dressed as your wizard outfit. That would be amazing. 17 million. Ooh! So you've got roughly, let's just call it easy maths in it. Let's just call it 5 mil. You got 5 mil to the downside, so down towards 12. It will be a little bit above, but I can't be bothered doing the thing. We've got Justin saying 75 mil. Wow. That would be crazy scenes. So Justin's called it now. 75 mil. There we go. Mark it in your calendars. And if you haven't already, go and check out Soul Season. You'll find it on Deck Screener. 40 mil says JC. So we've got low, middle, and high now. So we've got the low of 17 mil. We've got the high of 75, and then JC's gone right in the middle with 40. 175 mil. Says Crypto Bro. Some boiled chicken. Dip it in a paste of coriander. Boiled chicken. Get out. Get out. What do you mean, boiled chicken? I'm really close to saying ban this user on UICC. What do you mean, boiled chicken? You don't boil chicken. Get out. Dave said he'll swim in the Mersey when we pass 2 mil. Mate, I actually would. Because the thing about the Mersey is you have a very, very long, you have a very vast area that you could do, because even obviously once it turns into a river, it's still technically the Mersey. Everyone's roasting ICT for boiled chicken. Mate, that's wild. That is that's a wild thing to say. I'm going to be honest. Boiled chicken. No, I'm not reading the whole thing. As soon as you said boiled chicken, let's read the whole thing then. That reading the whole thing makes it no better. That makes it even worse. The fact that you haven't then done anything after boiling chicken. Yeah, your name needs to be ICC. I can't cook. That is horrendous. Where's the absolutely cooking the cook? I can't believe you boiled chicken. ICT just rug chicken forever. Yeah, I think we need someone needs to make a meme coin now called boiled chicken. The boiled chicken meme coin, legendary. Dave, can you ski? I've never been skiing. You know, no, I've never been. So the answer to that question is probably not. But you never know. It might be one of them things where I've just got a natural talent for it. But I can't really comment. Take a boil, yeah. This guy likes to punish his food. He likes to punish himself by the sounds of it as well, because there is no way that is tasty. So you're also, you got to think that chicken sacrificed its life for that. That chicken sacrificed its life to then be boiled. That's just horrendous. What a horrendous thing to do. But yeah, he likes to punish himself as well by the sounds of it, because he's nasty. That is nasty. Justin, let's show him. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm all up for it. I'm all up for it. Do you know what would actually be quite fun? Is because we should go. I mean, obviously, you got places in wherever you go, France and stuff like that. But in Manchester, right near the Trafford Centre, there is an indoor skiing place. It used to be called the Chill Factor, but I think it's called something else now. Where you can do indoor skiing. Chill zone. Yeah, that's it. Chill zone. Yeah. But anyway, I I've been on this stream for 2.5 hours now, and it's Friday. So I'm going to love you and leave you all. Soul Season party in the Alps. Oh, definitely, yeah. Mate, even if Soul Season gets to the lower end of the scale, we've now got the scale. We've got 17 mil, 40 mil, and 75 mil. That's the scale. So even if it gets to the lower end, we are having some party. We are having some party, that's for sure. Apparently, Melania is dropping even more. Let's look at that before we go. Oh, it's still yeah. To be honest, though, this has the potential to form a bottom. Short-term bottom. It's definitely not a long-term bottom, that's for sure. This thing is going a lot lower. But it has the potential to form a bottom here before, a little bit of a relief. But we'll have to see. It needs to form it first, doesn't it? But yeah, big thank you to everyone who's joined today. I love you all. Melania Rug. No, it's just finding its fair market value. Any idea when the Stonksy bot will be released? It's very close, is what I can tell you. It will be a matter of weeks, minus also maybe taking the S off the end of that. So week/weeks. So very close, Flex. But yeah, do make sure that you click the Stonksy link in the description to sign up for Stonksy. You get full access to the indicator, the trading bot, and Discord. And do make sure that you click BLOFIN. So if you want to trade any altcoins, Bitcoin, whatever it is, if you want to go and put a long on Melania for whatever reason, do make sure you click that BLOFIN link in the description as well. But big thank you to everyone who's joined the streams this week. It's been superb, and we've had some real good conversation in the chat today too. And obviously, I'll be doing an hour at some point over the weekend, and then I'll be back on Monday with Justin. Make sure you make time to join that stream on Monday. You will be investing in yourself by listening to what Justin has to say. So, yeah, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. Make some profits. Get some rest, whatever it is that you're doing. And I'll catch you all over the next few days. Peace out.